Hi, my name is Sergey. It's a story about how dangerous can be gay dating in the Eastern European countries. It happened about 10 years ago when I was 25 years old. I met a guy in a dating app. Actually, conversation was pretty natural. I felt safe. It was fun until that time when we met each other. In Eastern Europe, it's pretty natural when you just meet at home. If you don't know the person who you're gonna meet, you don't try to meet in the public places. You still worry about maybe somebody decide you're gay or something. I can tell that I thought he is too good. You know, sometimes you have a feeling that maybe it's not real person. It was well prepared profile. It was like a 9 floors building, and I took the elevator to 7th floor and ring the doorbell. When the door was open, I just noticed that it's a different person. And to be honest, I had a few times before the dates when it was different people in the real life. In that moment, I felt like something goes wrong. Like I got that feeling it can be dangerous. And also, like, it was like just 1 second, you know, it was short time, but you can heard like some small noise from hall of his apartment, and I decided maybe someone else in that apartment as well. I decided it can be trapped, and I decided to escape from the situation. I start to run through the stairs downstairs to the exit of the gate. First he started to chase me, and I find out it was not only him, it was like 2 or 3 more people who chase me, and they just start to scream like a catch the I had a couple of times before the situations when I should escape and somebody follow me on the streets, but at that moment you don't feel anything except like you should just run, and you don't think about your feelings more. Fortunately, I was the first who entered the exit of the gate, and it was outside very cold because it was winter, and I very afraid that maybe if I can slide on the snow and I can fall down, they can catch me, but fortunately I just run until I start to feel that I'm safe, like maybe, I don't know, 5-10 minutes later. And the main thing that they didn't have any shoes. Probably it's the reason why they can't catch me, because they start to run with only socks on their foot. Actually, after that, I found out that whole organization who work in that area, who did a few dates like that, they beat and did very like disgusting and things with other people. They even posted to the internet, but nothing happens. Police even didn't try to catch them, you know. I can be a victim, but I wasn't the first and not the last after that. When I was 16, one guy attacked me on the street, and I got a concussion and I got 3 stitches on my head. When I tried to prepare the police record, police officers just laugh on me. Like they asked me like, oh, how did he call you? I said like They start to laugh. After that, never any cases wasn't open for that situation. And from 16, I'm already start to learn how to be more attentive in my city, because everything was not very friendly. Even if you just walking on the street, I mean, for sure, I didn't look before as a usual gay. And right now I know that I just look more like a straight guy. But even for my country, it was enough to decide that I'm gay and did some bad things to me. I learned from childhood, teenage age, okay, that something can happen, and I should be grateful for that feeling, I guess. So as we said, in my own language, we have phrase kind of means like everything bad for something good sometimes. I was born in Belarus, in the city called Minsk. It's the capital of Belarus. It's a country between Ukraine, Russia, Poland, Latvia, and Lithuania. Like we said, in the middle, in the heart of the Europe. And if we're talking about my feelings, I can't say that I was too scared, because I'm already had that experience like so many years. So I just understood that I should be more prepared for the next time, and more prepared, because I want to find my boyfriend, and it was hard for me at that time to leave my country. I didn't have any opportunities, just try to be, happy anyway. I was born and raised in a homophobic country where the president can openly say from the screen of television that better to be a dictator than fag. When people from the office can say that out loud, some people in society think they have some special right to beat or rob or humiliate other LGBT people on the street just because they don't feel like they can have any justice for that. And also police support don't investigate the cases of crime about gays because they just not accept gay community as well. One of my friends, he was killed on the street because he is gay, and the person got like less than 2 years in the prison. For example, right now, I don't know, did you heard about it or not? We in 2020 we had protests against false elections, and there are a lot of people just try to protect their rights for honest elections, and people who participated in protests, they got from 2 to 14 years in prison just for their rights. But people who can humiliate or even kill other people for their sexual orientations can get just less than 2 years in prison. So it's what we have in the real time. First of all, it was really hard to be a gay in my country because when I was 15, I found out that I'm gay, that when I started to be first attracted to guys. I don't know how, but my classmates felt it and they started to bully me a lot. I was forced to move to another school because of that, and at all I changed about 5 schools in my life. And when I tried to find some support from my parents and I make coming out to my mother, like a few weeks later I was kicked out from my home, and from the time I never live with my parents anymore, and I always support myself just by myself. It was a situation that I said before when the one guy on the street just attacked me because the day before I just dyed my hair a little bit. It was very popular at that time. It was, I guess, 2004, and it was very popular. And one guy, it was enough to decide that I'm gay, and the one guy attacked me, and I got concussion, and I got 3 stitches on my head, and I still have headaches and falls force after that. But as I said before, nobody don't investigate that case, and police officers laugh on me when I try to make a statement about that, what happened with me. I even called to social service. Like I saw the TV commercial about teenage service about mental support, and I called them and I tried to explain my situation. Voice on the other side of the phone tell me that I am a sinner and I should go to the church and pray. After that, I tried to commit a suicide, and fortunately I survived. And after that I start to think how I can live in that society, how I can make things works for me in that world. So still, and right now in my country it's even worse. This year they accept a law about LGBT propaganda, and right now just tell that you are gay in my country, it's break the law. A lot of people still try to escape, and in my case it was a part of my story, and I was really afraid to escape because it's always hard to start the life from the beginning in the new place. I decided it will be better for me. Main thing that makes me move finally, I mean, I moved to Ukraine, but after that, as I said before, I took part in Belarusian protests against the false elections and for the human rights in my country. I start to feel that some things happen against me. I'm a singer, an actor in my country, and they block my official website, and other things start to happen. So I start to feel that I am in danger. Anyway, I should leave. It doesn't matter it's about my sexual orientation or my political opinion. And I moved to Ukraine. Very soon after that, the war started in the Ukraine. Belarusian president support Putin in that war. I found out that I'm placed in the situation when I can't stay in the country where it's war right now, but I can go back to my country because of persecutions, about political persecutions. I didn't know what to do, and first I moved from my country to Turkey just for a few weeks, just to try to find myself in the safe place. But 2 months later, my Ukrainian company fired me because I'm Belarusian, and Belarusian president supported the war. And I found myself without money, without food, in the other Islamic country, where to be gay is even more dangerous than in my country, unfortunately. It was a time when I decided maybe right now I have the right to ask for help, because I really don't know how to survive. I decided to apply for asylum in the US. I moved to Mexico, and I made 11 attempts to cross the border. Successfully, I crossed the border, apply officially for asylum legally. I spent almost a month in a detention center in Louisiana. I've been in a few shelters, and right now I just in the March of 2024 finally was granted asylum in the US, and I have an official status. I'm happy that I can live in the friendly atmosphere. And never feel scared about my sexual orientation. And it was very interesting feeling when you first see the gay couple, for example, on the street. You understand that everything can be absolutely different if you just born in another place. In Eastern Europe, if you was born gay, everybody around you tell you that you are sinner, or you are just a mistake of the nature, creature, or you have a mental problems. But here you can see that people just appreciated by society, and it's so important to be supported by your family, especially when you don't understand yourself, when you're a teenager, when you're unprotected. And family is so important for, especially, I think for everyone, but for gay people who scared and try to find out what happened with them, it's even much more important. I'm happy that in California we have it here, and people can be more safe. Right now I'm 36 years old. I live my Hollywood dream. I'm an actor and musician, and I have an opportunity to start my life from the beginning, and I'm happy that I can live in the capital of the cinematography, and I'm already start to act in the movies and commercial here in foreign for me language. I run a YouTube channel about immigration, and I help a lot of different people escape from homophobic countries, and people very grateful for that to me, and some of them say that you just helped me in the crisis situation, and I'm happy about it. I can't tell that I have much fun right now because I work a lot. It's not the right time for have fun because I'm 36 years old and I should start my life from the beginning. But I have a boyfriend right now. We're already about 4 months together, and it's my first boyfriend in my new life, so that's cool. Actually, I never think about it. I'm gonna have a boyfriend who's gonna speak other language than me. I really never thought about it. It's very interesting experience. Of course, I work a lot of my English, of my pronunciation, of my vocabulary. But I'm happy I can visit some museums. I've been first time last year at 35 years old. I've been first time in the Disneyland on my birthday. It was a huge achievement for me. I've been at the Universal tour, Warner Bros. Tour, like amazing places. I've been at the Oscar Museum. I am in the right place. I know that every street tell me that something happened on that street, like some movies was filmed here, and it brings me every day so much inspiration. And of course, people around here. I know that not everybody like the smiles on the people's faces, but for me, from the guy from Eastern Europe, when it's really hard to find some smiles on the faces, I appreciate every smile. It still brings me a lot of good mood.